This is My Audiobooks, the world of audiobook library.
This is My Audio Bits, a novel, Say It in French, written by Asha Chowdhury, narrated by Varsha Mukund. Chapter 1. Leila. Dusk falls early in Paris, as autumn slides gently into winter, bringing with it a blanket of mist and a cluster of dense cloud. An icy wind sweeps in, moving ominously through the denuded trees and whistling through the paper-thin walls of the French Academy. "Call me Leila," she says to the class of 20-odd students. Almost on cue, the lights in the building come on and the radiator sputters. The room turns warmer, taking the edge off the cold vibes she is receiving from this class of foreigners. She pauses to take a long breath. The other students watch her silently. The professor steps into the awkward moment and says gently, "Je m'appelle Leila." That's how you would say it in French. "I call myself Leila Gomes." She repeats the unfamiliar words slowly. "So, what do you do, Leila?" he asks. Her mind suddenly goes blank. What was she supposed to say to this bunch of motley students who had joined this class to better their prospects, find great jobs, and build a life, unlike a complete nutjob francophile like her? "I used to be a writer for a magazine called India Couture in Hyderabad, India. I notice you used the phrase 'used to be,' so what do you now?" "I am a blogger, writer, Instagrammer, influencer." Now, that's a job description that sounds like Greek to me. "Another language, eh?" laughs the professor, and the class joins in because it is the polite thing to do. "Why are you learning French?" he urges her on as he scans his list of students and ticks off her name. For a moment, she wonders if she should impress him with all the French cultural icons that she had thought of on the Air France flight from Hyderabad to Paris last week. The pilot had already announced the descent, but she had to be jolted awake by the flight attendant as she had been lost in reverie, trying to mentally list all things French that she loved in alphabetical order. She had started with Auguste Escoffier, Balmain, Cézanne, Dior, Éluard, Flaubert, Gauguin, Hermes, and had been planning to go up to Zola in Emily, when the flight attendant had interrupted and helped her put her seat in an upright position to get ready for landing. As the sole content writer, blogger, and social media in charge employee of celebrity designer Sudhir Somnath, Leila's job was to write about fashion trends around the world and highlight the seasonal fashion lines created by her boss. He was a generous employer, but even then, it had taken her 3 long years to save up for this trip to France and take a Parisian holiday on a shoestring budget. "I want to learn more about the culture of this great country," she says finally, but the professor is not impressed. "Mercy, Leila, you can sit down. Next student, please." As she sits down, she catches sight of herself in the window facing the light. Her luxurious hair, sprung with new highlights, her last splurge before going officially near broke last month, looks good for once, but her scarf and polka-dotted dress that looked oh so French this morning suddenly looks shabby and pretentious. Why hadn't she worn an Indian salwar suit instead? A light rain has begun that looks suspiciously like snow, but it is too late to worry about how one gets home
Sample complete. Ready to continue?